Hi, my name is Samantha and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about sewing supplies at IKEA. Let's get into it. IKEA might be a place that you don't think of when it comes to sewing supplies, but I have to say they do have quite a few items there that you can use for your sewing room, whether that be for organization or your actual crafting supplies that you might not have thought of. So let me show you some ideas. So let me talk about some things that I came up with that you can use from IKEA for your sewing room. So like I said, we know that you can use their storage. So like I have these IKEA bookcases back here. I also have IKEA tables and drawers. Something else that I use from IKEA is I have trash cans. I have a whole video dedicated to explaining why I have 4 trash cans in my office. So go ahead and check out that video. I'll have it linked down below. And I have them in white, but now they actually have them in gray as well. Something else that they have there are chopsticks. I use chopsticks all the time for poking out corners. You could also use a pencil or your scissors, but I do love chopsticks because you're not going to poke through your fabric, or you're less likely to poke through your fabric. They had wooden ones and they had plastic ones. They also have different bins that you can use for your projects. Let me show you the bins that I got. I already had some of these bins, so I just got a couple more. So they have the smaller bins, and they have these in a bunch of different colors, and then they have the larger bins. So these are great for throwing a project all in one bin. I have these smaller ones inside of my organizer back here. My bookcase, the top is shelves and the bottom are drawers. So in this drawer over here, I have my thread, my serger thread inside of these bins. So that's one thing I use the bins for. I just realized that this one is like super dirty. I wonder if this was a return. Look how dirty this is. I'm gonna need to give these a wipe down. And then the bigger bins are good for projects. So I love putting all of the items of a project into a bin so that when I go to do that project, I have it all together. I have bins from IKEA, I have bins from Dollar Tree, from Target, from Walmart. I have all sorts of different bins for all sorts of different uses. Something else that they have is they have rolls of paper that you can use to draw patterns. And then they also have lint rollers. And I like that the lint rollers were smaller so that you could get a couple and put them in different places. For example, I have a lint roller in my bag for craft shows. I don't need an entire Sam's Club size roll of lint roller when I'm out at a show. It doesn't need to be taking up that much space in my bag. So it's nice to be able to get a smaller one for not everyday use. Fabric. You can get lots of different fabric at IKEA. You can shop the bed section. You can use sheets or pillowcases. You can use the comforters if you wanted to make like a poofy jacket, or if you wanted to use the interior for something else. You can use curtains. You can go and use the blackout curtains and have like double layered fabric, or you can rip the curtains apart so you have 2 pieces of panel, or you can use the sheer fabric. But the curtains and the sheets are a great use of fabric. And they also have them on clearance sometimes too. And there's also this size bin. I think it was around the same size, but they also have ones with lids. I like how this has this little opening right here, but it is cool that the lid one, you would be able to stack it. I mean, you can stack these if it has stuff in it, as long as it's not going to damage the one below it. The last thing at IKEA is checking out the as is section. So that's a great place to get furniture or fabric or any of these other items. The as is section sometimes is that a product got returned, that it got damaged on the floor, that it was a showcase model on the floor for a while. So it varies where the item came from. The table that I use all the time that has adjusting legs, I got that in the as is section. I've since messed up the table with using my iron, which I've told you guys about, so it's all bubbled up, but it's meant to be a craft table. It's not meant to be perfect. So it's definitely great to check out the as is section. You can also get the fabric there, the curtains or the sheets. Maybe it's missing a pillowcase or something, and then you get a great deal on it. You weren't going to use it as sheets anyways, so who cares? Those are all the ideas of different sewing items that you can get at IKEA. And I did want to share something cool. So when I went to IKEA last weekend, I got to do a scavenger hunt for the Lunar New Year. And the prize at the end was this physical cookbook. Isn't that so cool? Oh, isn't that so cool? It's a kid's first cookbook. I was so impressed. I thought this was so cool. But I really enjoy IKEA. I think it's a great place that you can find for organization as well as supplies. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.